Good day, lovely viewers. You're welcome to today's class at Maths Made Easy by Aisha Bande. Thank you all for following our page. So today we shall be discussing subjects of formula. One of the importance of knowing how to change a subject in any given formula is that it helps us to calculate of any unknown given in an equation. It's aids uh, calculation and makes it easier and faster. So therefore, we need to know how to, change subject in any given equation. So let's solve the first question we have here on the board. The question says, make out the subject of the formula in the equation. The equation given is S is equals to the square root of 2r plus t all over 2rt. As we can see, R is appearing twice in this equation. So this might bring a little confusion, but there's nothing to be confused about. So let's go, viewers. The first step is to write the equation, which is S is equal to the square root, open bracket, 2r plus t, close bracket, all over 2rt. Since we have a square root here, to eliminate the square root, that is to remove the square root, what we do is to take the square of both sides. So taking the square of both sides means we are going to square the left hand side and as well square the right hand side. So let's square this side now. The left hand side now means s raised to power 2. Square means raised to the power of 2. So this becomes s square is equal to the square root of open bracket 2r plus t close bracket all over 2rt. So this side as well, we take the square of the right hand side. So in mathematics, the power of square cancels out the square root sign. So this square now cancels this square root. Let's simplify further. Here we have s square is equal to, now the square root out sign, the square root symbol is out. We are left with open bracket 2r plus t all over 2rt. So from this point, what we do is to cross multiply. This s square is the same thing as saying s square over 1. So as to simplify it, okay? So from here, we cross multiply. When we cross multiplying means multiplying what we have at the numerator of the left hand side together with the denominator at the right hand side, equating it to the numerator at the left hand side, multiplying it by denominator at the left hand side. That is the numerator at the right hand side multiplying the denominator at the left hand side. So when we cross multiply, here becomes s square times, that is what the numerator here multiplying the denominator here, which is 2rt equal to open bracket 2r plus t times what we have down here, 1. So the numerator here multiplies the denominator at this other side. So now let's simplify further. At this point, what I tell my students to do when you have letters together with numbers multiplying each other, I advise students usually to ensure that the number comes first and try to arrange the letters alphabetically. What I mean is arrange the letters the way it is from A to Z. Okay, so here we have 2. The letter that comes first alphabetically is R. Then we have the S square, then the T. So S squared times 2RT gives us 2RS squared T is equal to, this is 2R plus T all in a bracket times 1. We know that any number multiplying 1 gives us the same number. So 2R plus T still gives us 2R plus T. 2R plus T times 1 gives us 2R plus T. So from this point, we have to be very careful because this term is carrying a R. This second term here is after the equal sign is carrying a R. So what we do in this case is to collect like terms. So from this point, let's collect like terms. In a previous class, I've discussed what collecting like terms means. So we bring the terms having the R on one side and the term without the R on the other side, okay? So here we have 2R. This is 2RS squared T. So we write it here, 2RS squared T. Then this 2R here, we cross this equal sign to meet with this. So here it is carrying an invisible plus. So when it is crossing the equal sign, it becomes minus. So this becomes minus 2R equal to, now we have the T here, plus T is same thing as T. So from this point, we can see that this term has the R, this other term has the R. So they're together now, it's easier to simplify. So from this point, there's what we call taking common factors. So here means taking what is common between this side and this side. What is common here with this term and this term is 2R because this term has 2R and this other term also has 2R. So 2R is the common factor. So let's take the factors. So when you take the factor of 2R from here, this term here, what we are left with is S squared T minus, taking out the factor of 2R from this 2R, we are left with just 1. So this is 1 equal to, then what we have here, which is T. So from this point, what we do is to divide both sides by the other terms that are together with the R so as to make the R stand on its own because we are making the R the subject in this equation. So we divide this left hand side by these two open brackets, S squared T minus 1. You can see that the R is not here, right? We want the R to stand alone. And also we come to the right hand side. The same thing we did at the left hand side, we also do it here. We also divide this side by 2 open brackets, S squared T minus 1. So at this point, what we do is we cancel out whatever can cancel out, we cancel them out. So here 2 can cancel out 2. This bracket, open bracket, S squared T minus 1, we cancel the 1 down here. So what we are left with at this left hand side is the R, then equal to, at this point, we can't cancel anything out. Please, this T here, the numerator, cannot cancel out the T at the denominator because this T is together with the S squared, so it can't be cancelled out, okay? So we are left with T all over 2 open brackets S squared T minus 1. So viewers, and as you can see, the letter is well arranged because S comes before T. So making R the subject of formula from the equation given gives us R is equals to T all over 2 open brackets S squared T minus 1. You can see the subject of formula is a very interesting topic and very simple, right? Viewers, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate you for following our page, for your likes and comments. Thank you for sharing our content as well. God bless you all and see you in the next class. Bye.